Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Something. Hit the keys. In today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from 8 freebies. It looks like Minimal Audio just dropped an update to Rift, and I've got some deals for you guys today. But our top story today, this one's going to come from Cymatics. It looks like Cymatics is giving away a bunch of freebies for a limited time only. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So as we see here, they just dropped a new plugin called Dreamscape, I believe. But in dropping this, they ended up giving away a bunch of freebies. So they're giving away Icons Hip Hop Sample Pack free. They're giving away Crate Diggers Volume 1 for free. They're giving away Trilogy Electronic Collection for free. But what we're going to cover today is Ocean Pluck. They're giving away Ocean Pluck, which is a Pluck VST for free. And all this is limited time only, so make sure that you jump on this. Let's hop into FL Studio. As we see here, this is what Ocean Pluck is going to look like. So it's going to have sounds that sound like that. I'm not going to play the full beat yet, but we'll just go ahead and play what I use in this beat for this Cymatics Ocean Pluck. So it's going to have sounds that sound like this. Right? So it's got some pretty good sounding plucks in there. Let's just go ahead and open up one of these instances and check out some of these sounds. So this was one of the plucks that I used. So obviously you see you're going to get things like echo, you're going to have your mod, rate, and depth, your effects over here. And then if it's MPE, if you have an MPE controller, I guess you can use this on this. What's kind of cool though is some of these effects, right? So you hear how it's adding extra there? Let's just go ahead and check out a few of these presets at random. I guess I started this one, so I must have liked it. All right, so we'll just go ahead and play one of these midis while we listen to a few of these presets. Yo, this plugin is pretty fire. Definitely one that I would recommend. You're going to get some solid plucks in here. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you can grab with this too as well. I'll make sure I leave everything linked below in the description. And up next, guys, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one comes from the Surge team, and it's called Short Circuit XT. And when you open up Short Circuit XT, it is going to look like this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have not used this very much, but it is a sampler, which is pretty solid. So you can add your one-shots in here and make it a playable instrument. So with this, what you can basically do is, let's come over here and just grab some sounds real quick. So we'll just grab this piano. We'll drop this here. And now we can extend this out so that the keys can play on more than one, more than one note. So now the keys can play from all the way up here. All right, so now we have a sample in there. And what we can do with this now is we can kind of build on this sample. So now we can Let's grab this and put this in here. So bam, we can drop this in here. So now we have two sounds layered together, right? All right, and then we can, if we wanted to, we could even layer another sound with this too as well. So we could come down here and we can add this flute here. Wow. So now we have a few different sounds here together. All right, guys, so I did kind of move stuff around a little bit. I moved the bells down and the pianos down just a little bit, but now we have this sound. Right, so now we've kind of created a sound with 3 different presets. Now what we can do is we can come down here and we can either map stuff or we can add like different kinds of delays, distortion, filters, modulations, resonators, all kinds of different stuff on here just to kind of make it sound a little bit different. So let's go ahead and let's just add this flanger on here. All right, so we can also come underneath the hood and we can add effects here too. So let's see here. Let's just add a reverb on here. Right, we can come over here. We can add some more effects. So we can add, let's add this Nimbus here. It's a granulizer. And so now we can start messing with pitches. You see what I'm saying? So I'm building on this. Started off as a piano that sounded like this. And now we have this sound. You feel what I'm saying? And you can just keep adding effects. You can even add effects to your buses into your synths over here. So I could come down here and I could add, let's just add this floaty delay, right? We can add this. Bam, if you click on it, it'll bring it up here. You see what I'm saying? Then we can add something over here to an aux too if we wanted to. Let's just add, we'll just add this tree monster. And then we can come over here and we can just turn up the aux in. So this sampler is pretty solid. Again, this is something else I'd recommend grabbing because you can do all kinds of crazy ass sound design up in this thing. And the third story that I have for you guys today, this one comes from the good people over at Minimal Audio. It looks like they just dropped an update to Rift. So now we got Rift 2.5. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. It surprises me that nobody covered this week. But as you see here, Rift 2.5, it looks like they've changed the color of Rift. And these are going to be some of the new stuff in here. So they've got an updated UI. So, you know, you can go to the dark UI. They've got a new mod matrix, which shows all the routing inside a preset in one view with the per connection bypass and skew controls. They've got internal BPM. So you've got a new internal BPM setting scales, preset tempos to a quarter, a half, 2 times or 4 times of your DAW tempo. And then you've got streamlined activation. So you can click in the app now. So I do have Rift pulled up. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I had never used Rift as a standalone distortion until I seen that 2.5 update. Yo, I was about to do a whole video on Rift. I just don't have time to. But this is what it's going to look like when you pull it up. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't necessarily, I haven't used this enough to sit down and go through it with you. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what the new Rift look like. And I do know you could do cool stuff in Rift like this. So here's this piano that I have. I'm going to turn Rift on. you're gonna tell immediately what Riff's doing. I mean, Fire, I'm not going to sit here and go through this whole plugin though, because I just don't have the knowledge on it. But Fire distortion, I'm going to start using it more. I might put together a whole video around this thing. All right, guys, up next, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one is only going to be free until tomorrow. So this one is free until Sunday, February 8th. I'm recording this in the morning here on Saturday. So this is only going to be free for 24 more hours. It was only free for 48 hours. It's called Mammoth. So this is from Aurora DSP. This normally costs $79. It ain't worth $79 though, but it's currently free. Shout out to Aurora DSP, because I did get a wrong code to download this. So I emailed them yesterday and they got back to me pretty promptly with the right code and the right information. So shout out to them for getting that information to me so that I could put this in the video for today. So when you get into Mammoth, it looks like this. This is basically for your 808s, your basses. It's supposed to help you, you know what I'm saying, bring more oomph and distortion and all that stuff to your actual 808. So I'm just going to push play initially with the beat playing, and then I'm going to turn on Mammoth, and you're going to immediately hear what it did. Right, so you can hear it's adding all that distortion, all that extra to the bass. So now let's go ahead and mute everything else and just kind of check this thing out for face value. Again, not a bad tool, but I don't know, about $79 for this thing. But it's free right now, so that's a great price for us, ain't it? All right, so let's go ahead, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to reload the plugin so we just get it from its base standpoint. Let's go ahead and turn this off for just 1 second again to hear what the bass or the 808 sounds like, and then we'll listen to it afterwards. All right, so now once we turn this bad boy on and start messing with some of the controls. All right, you'll notice up here you have 4 different kinds of distortion. Right, you got a mix knob down here so you can mix in as much as you want. And then you have other controls over here so you can boost the lows, the mids, and the highs. Got a couple other controls like melt and brute over here. And then you also have this right here is like adds more distortion. You can have more bass, more growl to this thing. And then you have your blend right here. You have slam and crossover and input. So, I mean, that's basically what this thing's going to do for you. It's going to allow for you to sculpt your 808 or your bass. And the next story, guys, I've got another freebie for you guys today. This one comes from Carve Audio, and it's called Bus Boy. When you open up Bus Boy, this is what it's going to look like. As you see here, it's just a channel strip. This is good for drums, though, in my personal opinion. You see here, you have filters. You have a low-pass filter, a high-pass filter. You have your low shelf and your high shelf EQ, and then you have the boost to all the frequencies above the EQ. You'll see here you have compression, and then you have a limiter right here. You can control the ceiling. So I put this thing on some drums. I'm just gonna let the beat play first, and then you're gonna hear it without the bus boy on there, and then you're gonna hear it with bus boy on there. So as you guys could hear, it definitely made a huge difference there in those drums. I mean, as we're looking at this, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your EQ, your compression limiter, you got oversampling. You know what I'm saying? It's just a pretty self-explanatory plugin. I would recommend this if you need something on your bus. It does sound pretty good. And up next, guys, it looks like Craft Labs has made a guitar emulation that's supposed to emulate John Mayer and the tones that he used. It's called Mayerism. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, this is what Mayerism is going to look like. I did not download this because there is a demo video and he's going to do a million times better of a job than I would do with the guitar. So I figured I would just play a couple tones from the video. But as you see here, you're going to get this. You also get pedals with this too as well. So I have listened to a little bit of this. Let's go ahead and hear what some of this guitar sounds like though. Yeah, it sounds pretty clean to me though. I'm not even gonna hold you. But you see it's gonna have pedals and stuff like this underneath there.
Tube screamers and two rocks.
So you're gonna get different kind of chains and stuff with it. Let's hear a few more tones real quick. I'm gonna learn how to play guitar one day, y'all. I promise y'all. Maybe in the next life, but one day I'm gonna learn. Let's see, let's hear a few more tones real quick. All right, so if you're a guitar player, Mayerism is out there. I'll definitely leave this link below with everything else in the description. And freebie 6 through 8, this one comes from Crystal Dynamics. It looks like they're offering 3 different plugins, a compressor, a clipper, and then another plugin that does upward and downward compression at the same time. I know. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Crystal Dynamics offers 3 new plugins for Mac OS and Windows. Here are the 3 plugins. I did not download these. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have enough compressors and clippers. I did want to try this, but I just didn't have the time. So the top one, K-Fill, this is going to be the upward and downward compressor. Obviously you have K-Comp, which is a compressor. And then you have K-Clip, which is kind of nice because when you're looking at these, let's go ahead and pull down to the actual plugins. Oh, damn, I don't have a picture of the plugins. But K-Clip is pretty cool because it has like, you have a slope on your clip. You can add different stuff to it. I wish the whole picture was up here. But you can push it harder, softer, and then like, of course, you can change the slope of the clipping. That's pretty nice. And then with the K-Fill, again, it's got upward, downward compression. And then again, you have K-Comp, which is a compressor. So 3 freebies, if you're interested in checking those out, we'll be left with everything as well. All right, guys, and last but not least in today's video, I've just got some deals for you guys today. So let's go ahead and hurry up and run through these deals. All these deals are coming from Plugin Boutique. Plugin Boutique is currently celebrating, I think, their 14th birthday or whatever or not. So there's always going to be a bunch of deals throughout the months. The first deal I have for you guys today is RC20 Retro Color for $59.40. So it's 40% off if you're interested in RC20. It is out there. It's been a while since I used RC20, but it's still a fire plugin. So if you're interested, that is there. The next deal is this SSL native X saturator. So great saturation plugin for $8. It's SSL, so you know it's gonna be top tier, top flight security of the world, Craig. You know it's a good one. Smart bundle. So you can get the smart bundle of all these Sonable plugins. So what is it now at this point? 7 of them for $199 or half off. So you get the intelligent EQ, reverb, compression, gate, and limiter. So I was wrong. There's 5 of them, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I'm missing something, but you're going to get all the smart plugins that come in this bundle. So smart reverb 2, smart gate, smart limit, smart EQ 4, smart compressor 3, smart DS. So you get 6 plugins. So, but that's still cool. You know, you can definitely get your mixing and mastering done with this, or your mixing done with this for sure. The next deal I got for you guys is this UJAM Select 5 bundle. They extended this again. You can get 5 plugins from UJAM for $49. That's $10 a piece. You can't beat that. But what might even be better than that deal is you can get 10 plugins from UJAM for $89. You know, so you're getting 10 plugins for $8.99, whatever. That's a pretty good deal. Make sure when you check this, I was wrong last time they offered this deal because they ultimately they kind of false advertise, but they don't because they put the star at the end. So you see here it says get exactly what you want and only what you want with UJAM custom bundles. You can build your own collection from the entire UJAM catalog, but they put a star at the end because the star means you can't get Hans Zimmer Symphonic Elements and Vox Humana plugins or recent releases. But UJAM has like hundreds of plugins and they have so much nice stuff. Like I feel like UJAM is one of the slept on companies because their stuff is expensive. I'm not gonna hold you. But if you can get 10 plugins for $89, fam, you can get guitars, pianos, drums, all kinds of stuff, effects, just all kinds of stuff. I would highly recommend going to look at what you can get from this UJAM Select 10 bundle if there's anything you're looking for right now. The next deal I have is this Platinum bundle from Waves, currently on sale for $99. You're gonna get a ton of plugins. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get all these plugins right here. So you know, something to take a thought about. And then the last thing is Looperator, one of my favorite plugins still to this day. Looperator is on sale right now for $69, so it is $60 off. It's older, but it definitely gets the job done. But that's what I got for you guys in today's video. Hopefully I could help you guys out with some of these freebies, some of these deals, all that good stuff. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always. Signing off as your anchor man, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. Until next time, peace. SumnSumnSumn.
Hit the key.